Hey, good afternoon. It's Rebecca Happy here at Ottawa Buzz TV Happy Grounds, and hope you're having an awesome day. It's beautiful, sunny, not too cold, and we can't wait till spring happens maybe, and we get doors open. And today we're visiting with Tyler Meilleur. That's the best in English. From That's probably a crappy joke. I get jokes like that on my name all the time. Anyway, he's here from Buzzword Group, the Buzzword Group, and he's going to tell us all about what he's doing for young entrepreneurs today in the city. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Rebecca. Thanks for having me.
So you give us a little bit of synopsis of where you came, like the corporate stuff, and then how you came to create your own business and actually focus on launching a program to really help young people.
Absolutely. So I spent over a decade working different roles in a large tech company in Canada here that worked across the country, from retail, sales, management, back-end support, did a little bit of everything. And throughout that time, I was happy doing what I was doing, but I always had this little inkling to kind of do my own thing. So we decided to launch Buzzword Group. I left the corporate world and wanted to bring that knowledge to the small, medium businesses that needed that support. We launched a couple of our own businesses, app-based businesses for on-demand moving and on-demand snow removal. Really good ideas that failed. They didn't work. Whether it was money, marketing, whatever it was, it didn't work. But during that time, as someone in my 20s starting a business, I got a lot of support from people older than me in the business world, people that were willing to give their time just to see someone else succeed. So, even though those businesses didn't, Buzzword is still moving forward and going strong. And I think it's time now that, since I've built something for myself, that I can give back to the young entrepreneurs in the world. So the organization that we run does web development and app development. We do consulting for small, medium businesses, hardware procurement, software as a service, and a bunch of other things that help businesses run. So we have a really good insight into what's needed to make a business successful, what's needed to take a business to the next level. And again, wanting to give back to the young entrepreneurs, we launched the Young Entrepreneur Program, or YEP, as we call it.
Yep.
This program is offered to anyone under the age of 21 can apply. They're going to give a background to who they are, what they're doing, what they want to do with it. And then we choose winners after having conversations and provide services for free.
So how many times during the year are you opening the doors for people to make a proposal to join the YEP?
So anyone can apply at any time at the web link that you have listed on the page there. There's two different places that they can go through. One, if you're under 21, which is the 100%, everything's free and included in your service. And then if you're under 25, we also offer a free consultation and up to 20% off services. So as the applications come through, the idea behind this initially was to try to do one every 6 months. And to try to, because it is a bigger project, right? We are taking sometimes an idea and we're building a website, we're building back-end applications that work with that. We're building an e-commerce platform so that they can sell online. We're, building the business plan on how it can grow. So it is quite time, it takes a lot of time. So that being said, as we get applications, we like to have conversations with each of the individuals themselves. And, if we see the passion and we see that they're going to invest the time and the energy that's required to do it, we're ready to move forward as soon as we have the previous one launched. So
have you set that up? Since you're offering it for free under 21, is that what you said? Under 18, under 21, like it's still a financial investment. Are you how are you funding that?
So that's just funding it's pro bono hours on our side. So whether that's my time invested or my partner's time or time from some of our development team, we work with them just like they're a normal client. The reason we do this is we want to show them what those relationships look like from a perspective of a service provider working with them. And beyond that, it also gives us the opportunity to show them what those relationships are going to look like moving forward. Because yes, we're helping them now, but as they move forward, they'll deal with other people. So we treat them as a client. That way they're just as invested in what's happening. There's expectations on them to get things done, to make sure things move forward. and we build a partnership with them to make sure that, our success is aligned.
So I understand like giving your time and all that, but like there is a hard cost to certain technologies and tools that you're going to be bringing. Does the entrepreneur do that? Like I thought you actually were providing a lot of it for free as well. Did I misunderstand that?
So it's case by case basis.
Uh-huh.
If someone's project requires a $10,000 or capital expense, and that's another discussion. But we try to give as many of the tools that we can and absorb as much of that cost as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really a case by case basis. When we come to things like the web design and e-commerce, yes, there's costs, there's hard costs plus time costs, but part of that is us giving that investment at that time. Now, that being said, we offer 100% off services for the first year. So we build the services for free, and then any support services are included. Mm-hmm. And then after that year, we'll reevaluate. If the company is starting to grow and starting to make money, then we'll look at what that looks like. Still offering a discount, that same 20% discount. But the idea is to kind of help the entrepreneurs that either have an idea and want to see it become something, or are working on something and want to see it come to the next level.
So how many people have gone through your program?
So we just launched this last year, late last year, and we chose our first individual. He's actually a bit younger than we were anticipating, but a young man named Alex really impressed me. He's an 11-year-old that received a 3D printer for Christmas, and during the pandemic wanted to help healthcare workers. So he printed little protections that hold the mask off your ears so that you don't have something chafing against your ear all day. He offered to give these for free to any healthcare frontline workers, and then he expanded it even more and is now giving these for free to anyone that wants them. Beyond that, he's built a couple mask boxes 3D printed that you can keep your mask safe in. So what we've done is built him an entire website with an e-commerce platform that can manage those products and orders for him, something that he can link to that shows, some of the stories he's done with CTV News and other major news outlets, and just trying to highlight, what he's doing. And I can tell you that as an 11-year-old, again, he really impressed me. I've heard 40-year-olds that didn't have the conviction in what he was doing that he had. He had a lot of passion, and you and I have spoken before about passion and how important that is in anything you're doing.
Yeah, and kids that age, especially, their brains are just so explosive of creation and helping others, or most of them are anyway. Well,
yes.
I'm biased, but I think they are. So he's doing this for free as well. But I thought maybe I didn't understand, but 3D printing requires a certain amount of investment as well, like material wise.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I think that's a big part of the reason we chose him to be the first recipient is, not only did he have that passion and that drive as a young man that was helping people, but he's kind of doing the same thing we are. He has an opportunity to help. He doesn't see the need to make money off of it. We're in that same boat. So he has, they have gotten some donations and people investing in it. And so he has money to help pay for like this filament to print. And then the shipping costs, we are going to be sending those to the client. But he's done a really good job of kind of working towards that. And I think, again, just seeing him willing to do this for free and to help people as a young guy like that, it was really incredible.
So, but who's funding the hardware costs at his end anyway? Is that like, is he using his own money, or his mom is? Like, how's that working?
Yeah, so initially it was his own money and the filament that he received. But like I said, now that they've started to receive some donations, they do have a little bit of a coffer that helps pay for those materials. And just kind of, this was his idea, and he can see it growing and wants to work on more plans and talk to people about how 3D printing can, the opportunity is endless with that. So he's working on the design portion of it, and it's just really cool to see. And Printdemic, for anyone that's wondering, you can find them on Facebook. They do have a website live now. Our new website
how do you spell it? Soon. I'll put it
Print,
up.
Yeah, PRINT, and then Demic, DEMIC, like pandemic but with print.
.ca.
.ca, that's right. So his website, the new website we've done isn't up for him yet, but they do have a website active. Place some orders. Yep, that's it.
Okay,
so you can visit that, and then in the next little bit, that'll be updated as well. Hopefully in the next week or so, we'll have the new site up, which you can be able to see a bit more of what he's able to offer. But go check it out. Go like him on Facebook. Give him a follow. These guys are really cool in what they're doing. So I'm really happy to be a partner with them.
So as part of your business development program that you're working with him on, do you help create like a a strategy to monetize this so that he will always be getting funding, whether it's donations or something else? Um, I I'm not quite
So yeah,
understanding. Or if I'm just a
something.
healthcare order, I just go, I want to order that, and here's money. Please ship it, or I'll pick it up.
So a couple of things. So first thing in terms of a development plan, something we do within the company with any clients is we do something called a Buzzword development plan. With that, as we meet with our clients, we understand their goals, their problems, their needs, what they're really driving to do, so that we can align what we're doing with that plan. So, if the plan is to grow by 10%, then okay, what are the steps to do that? How can we help? How can we use technology and software and hardware to help you reach that point? So we do the same thing with them. With the young entrepreneurs, we're going to build the plan to say, this is where you're at, this is where you want to be. Now, what steps do we need to get there? And then us being there to support them at each step. Whether that's just cheering them on, whether that's giving them constructive criticism or providing feedback that that kind of thing that on the other hand,
I
going
think
through
our
things that they've never
connection
done before.
is a little bit bad. We missed exactly what you said because it kind of went wonky.
Okay, no problem. So where did I leave off?
It was sort of about looking at sort of the plan, the strategy, and
Yes.
giving some examples, like if it's 10% or this, and then I don't remember. It was about the development part.
So the development plan for the individuals, they're our clients. So we do the same thing with the young entrepreneurs, and with that, we're there for them step by step, hand in hand, going through and learning together, and being able to provide that feedback to them to say, hey, we've been here before. This is the hurdles that are anticipated, and here's how we get around them.
Okay, so what I spoke with you a few months ago, and what I don't know how to sort of crack this open a little bit, but one of the things that stood out to me about your vision and your reason for doing business was really because you moved from a big, national corporation to like, I'm going to work grassroots. So they have a human that's in the community to help them rather than just, push this number and go on hold for 20 minutes kind of thing.
Yes.
And so that you had created different offers, all the way up to businesses that are already thriving that come to you for needs, or people who are starting. But you wanted to be able to offer services that were affordable, sort of depending on the multiple variations of development of the business. And so you could have this free version for young people, right? Or a reduced version for a little bit older people. And then for startups, you can have very simple approaches, just sort of, let's get your simple website. And then once you get some money on the go, you might want to develop it further. And for me, what resonated mostly with me was the very like heartfelt, individualized approach, and keeping the human aspect integral part of your business model and development. I don't know if you want to talk about that. I kind of talked about it for you, but I was like, wow, this is so exciting.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I think the humanity of it is important. Something one of our kind of driving goals is to bring big business tech to small business. And we don't develop a lot of tools. We do if it needs to be customized, but we like to take advantage of the existing software as a service that's out there and existing tools that are there for small business. But as a retail store owner, you may not know how to navigate it, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So our biggest thing, and I'm sure you've heard me say this before, is that we partner with you so that you can focus on what it is you do best, which is running your business, and let us focus on what we do best, which is managing tech and finding solutions to the problems that you have and might have in the future. So
yeah, like you eliminate the time sap of the unknown. It's like, oh yeah,
exactly.
You need this, here's the solutions, this is why you want this one or that one kind of thing.
Exactly. So a big part of what we do is we offer consulting services on a monthly fee that are affordable, that fit within the rate that they need and match the level of support they need. And included in that, we offer hardware procurement. So if you're looking for new devices for your employees and don't want to go buy brand new, we can source that for you. Or software as a service. You want to do this thing, you don't know how, we'll go find the product, we'll implement, we'll train, and we'll support. So instead of you having to call into a huge company and sit on hold, you call us, we come fix the problem, show you how we fixed it and how to use it moving forward.
You're
And
like an
then, you know,
on-demand tech team without having to like employ
exactly.
people.
Tech team in a box is one
Yeah,
way we like to describe it, or a CTO for hire, but that's a little, you know, that's a little probably higher than it needs to be. We are just kind of tech people that are going to help
tech
you.
in a box.
And, you know, we're going to do our best to support you and train you and not just say, here's the product, go have fun. We're going to say,
Yeah,
here's the product, here's how you have fun, and here's how you make money off it. And then beyond
yeah.
that, the web development piece, sorry, if I could quickly, you know, we do any type of web development you need. If you need, we have a client right now we've just launched called earthlycultures.ca. They are a multi-vendor e-commerce platform focused on selling Canadian manufactured products from Canadian vendors. So think somewhere you can go and shop for one-of-a-kind handmade gifts, but they're Canadian only, so focused on
Oh,
local.
there's another guy in the city who launched one of those.
Yes, so those are big projects we can do, but we also offer really simple entry-level monthly fee programs that give you a personalized website, an online business card, or something where people can go that don't break the bank. Because a lot of these small businesses, these startups, these sole props, which is what we're focused on, don't have, you know, thousands of dollars in capital expense to pay for something up front. But what they do have is enough operating expense to pay for something that's less than your cell phone that gives you an online presence. And then from there we grow, right? If that's what the problem they have right now and the need they have right now, let's solve it. Then let's figure out what it else that we can help support you in and help your business grow. Because your success is our success. The only way we make money and we continue to grow is by finding clients that are all in what they're doing, that partner with us, that have the passion and believe in what we're doing just as much as we believe in what they're doing.
So let's just go right back now to the YEP program, and then we'll
Sure.
tie it up. It's like, what's your sort of goal, or you want for the next sort of 12 months with that program? Like, where do you see it going? What's your objective? How many people do you want to go through it
Well,
this year?
that's a really good question. This was kind of just an off the cuff idea that my partner Amanda and I kind of came to say, how can we give back, especially in the time when COVID first hit. I think is when we were first really talking about it and before we launched it. So presenting people with an opportunity during a time in which you're not presented with many was important. Where it's going to grow to, you know, we don't know. You know, as we get more and more applications and more people looking to have the service, I'd love to see this continue to grow and build a network of other businesses and service providers that are willing to come help these young entrepreneurs. And, you know, just the more small businesses and sole props and these people that we can really help build business in our community, in our country, and help provide people with income, provide people with jobs. You know, that's where we're at.
How do people how do people get, how are you getting the word out about this project? Like, how do people know that it happens? I knew it. I found out just by accident, right?
So initially, when we first launched it, we were doing a big push, and then once we received a recipient, you know, we still had it, but we weren't really pushing it. But we shared it on Facebook, on LinkedIn, did some ads that way to try to get some people knowing. It's on our website. You know, it's something that we really do want to push to get people out there to understand that there's opportunities as a young person without the money to do things. And so, you know, it's as simple as applying, and even if it's just a free talk, you know, I believe in free consultations for anybody. Advice is always free. You know, if you come to me and you have another service provider that offers great service, I know them and their pricing's good, I'm going to tell you to go forward with them, right? I believe in being honest and transparent because it's the best way to do it. So any young entrepreneurs out there, you know, go to the website, go to buzzwordgroup.com/yep, apply, put your information through. We'll find a time to talk and see if there's any way that we can support you. And if we can't, you know, there's certain things we don't do. We are more tech focused, not marketing. So the tech portions of things, but, you know, come talk to me. I have a network of people that I've built up over the last 15, 20 years that we can tap on and see how we can help.
Perfect. So thank you for joining us. If anybody's watching this in the replay, you have any questions, put them in the comments. Tyler will answer them, or just reach out to his website if you want to like explore the YEP program. And have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.